So I think I had a GoPro nightmare. I've just been in the North Landing Cafe, which was very nice. I had a tuna ciabatta melt and fries and a Coke for £10, which I don't think's at all bad, and the food was lovely, highly recommended. I think it's owned by the nearby caravan park, Haven. Tide's coming in now, I think. So I'm just heading up to Thornwick Bay now. Yeah, connected my GoPro to the internet yesterday for the first time, and it updated, and the blooming thing's changed all the settings. So it's been one thing after another this morning with it. And I got to about there, coming back. I've been reviewing the footage in the cafe, and I walked up here, got some nice shots of the old lifeboat station, went up the stairs, went to the cafe door, and I'm not sure that I've got any of that footage. It's been a steep learning curve as doing YouTube. And I'm still learning. So anyhow, I'll have to concentrate now, because I don't know if I got the bit where I mentioned the problem with coastal walking. Well, not the problem, it's just that coastal walking can be challenging because you have all these ups and downs. This is why when I came this morning, I came down the road, because I knew this was here. So I think once a day is enough for a path like this. Yeah, the screen seems to be timing out constantly. I've fiddled about with the settings, but as I say, it's not always clear whether I'm recording, and I think I spent about 20 minutes coming back up from the beach, and I don't think I've recorded any of it, which is flipping frustrating. It's good to know actually how far Filey is. It said 14 miles from that sign outside the cafe on the coastal path, and that's as far as I got on my walk from the mouth of the River Tees was Filey. So I might need to split that if I was, I'm not sure. I quite fancy doing that walk again. I'll probably have to find some accommodation. The leg from Filey to Bridlington, split it into two. I think this is where I walked in when I was on the beach, and I said that there's a waterfall in rainy weather. You get a good view of Flamborough there with the old lighthouse and the new lighthouse, Flamborough Head. Apparently I saw on one of the social medias there was a fin whale was sighted out here by one of the pleasure boats from Bridlington. 80 foot long they are, second biggest whale on the planet. Quite rare to see them in the North Sea, I think. And I'm talking now, this is a bit of an experiment because I had some criticism, justifiably, for a video I did on the GoPro the other week, and the speech was almost illegible. There's a foam bit that goes on the microphone, and I didn't have it on. Which probably explained why it was so bad. So this now goes all along the coast to Flamborough, and it's managed by the Yorkshire Wildlife Trust. So today I've got the little foam bit on, so I'm seeing if the sound quality is any better. And that there is heading towards, I think that probably is Bempton Cliffs there, and then beyond that in the distance I think you can just see Filey, and then beyond that would be Scarborough, North Yorkshire Moors would start, Whitby, and then up there somewhere the Tees estuary. And that would be the Yorkshire coastline with the historic Yorkshire boundaries from the mouth of the Tees all the way up there to the mouth of the Humber, all the way down there. 100 miles of coastline. I'm guessing there's counties in Scotland. I'm thinking of Sutherland and maybe Caithness that have got a decent amount of coastline, and I'm guessing Cornwall maybe would that have the most? I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments which English county has the longest coastline. I'm happy with 100 for Yorkshire. That's not bad. Yeah, it's bust. And this, guys, is Thornwick Bay. Similar but different to North Landing. Good for swimming at high tide. I believe I came one summer and there was lots of these wild swimmers with orange floats bobbing about. Seeing as that path brought me sort of halfway down to the beach, might as well go down. I've got some coffee with me and an orange, so I might have that for a bit of a mid-afternoon pick-me-up. Thornwick Bay, everybody. And it looks like we've got it to ourselves. Huh. And the other place was heaving. No escapades on rocks. I'm a bit tired and I'm on my own, so I'll just have a walk along the beach, find somewhere to sit and drink some coffee. And not talk too much, because you're probably hearing none of it with the wind. And of course these cliffs are covered in summer migrants to the country, puffins and all the others, all the kittiwakes and guillemots. So I don't know which ones are summer visitors and which are. I know the puffins are summer visitors. You can see like a sea fret, like the moisture blowing off the sea. This GoPro is absolutely doing my head in. It keeps turning itself off. So apologies, this video might be all over the place. This is pretty fabulous though. Having this to yourself in September, I could understand it in January or February. But it's the 23rd of September and the east coast of Yorkshire is a very quiet place. As I said to my wife this morning, that's because everybody's at all-inclusives in Turkey and Spain. It's just us and people like us. Who grew up thinking this was a smart holiday. To be honest with you, I still do. Chalk, it's very similar to limestone in its characteristics. You go up into the Yorkshire Dales, there's big areas of limestone pavement that are very similar to this, with the higher bits and the bits that have eroded away. You'll have fish in there. I was going to sit there, but it's ever so comfy. I'm going to try and find somewhere in the sun. I wonder if that is chalk then. I don't know what the darker rocks are. Yeah, there's chalk that's just covered in scuzz from being in the sea, isn't it? And the chalk that's white is the chalk that's not covered by the sea. Let me know if I'm right or wrong. I'll be honest with you, there is nothing I like more in this life than being alone or with friends. Today I'm alone on a beach. It's usually in Scotland and places like that. But this is fantastic. I wasn't even going to come down here. And I got the whole place to myself. I had to put an extra layer on for the first time today. Sat there, it was a bit cold. I don't think I'm going to have it on long, am I? Oh. Linton lifeboat capsized on Thornwick Scar while trying to rescue two girls in the tragedy on the 19th of August 1952 when the two girls, Joan Ellis and Gillian Fox, and bowman of the Bridlington lifeboat. Robert's Redhead. This is an old gun emplacement as well. I've just noticed. I guess Thornwick Scar must be there. The Avon Caravan Park there. I'm glad I went down there because it's nicer than being up on the cliffs in the car park. Well, that's it for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's the real biggest test I've had for walking on my foot for 6 months. I'm pretty jiggered, but happy with what I've done. Apologies, I have definitely had some GoPro glitches. I'm not yet a fan. I've got a great deal of skill when making videos is concerned, and I find it a lot easier on my phone. Far less fancy settings to worry about. But this seems like a good place to end today's walk. The caravan site behind us. I've come up from sea level probably a good couple of 100 feet, I think. Thornwick Bay there, North Landing there, and then Flamborough Head there. So if you have enjoyed the video, do give it a thumbs up, like it. It really helps with the dratted YouTube algorithm, as does subscribing to the channel. About 80 or 90% of people who watch videos don't subscribe, and it is free, and it really helps and makes all the effort of coming up with ideas, trudging around and putting them together at 4 AM as I was doing this morning, because I seem to get a rather good signal on my phone at that time. But yeah, until the next time, I'm going for a cup of tea, and hopefully might be a bit of cake and a bit of a rest, and then if I'm up to it, I'm heading out into Brid this evening to do a bit of exploring around Brid. But until then, so thanks for watching once again, and cheerio.